What's up YouTube, welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video. It's just before the proposed release date of Grand Theft Auto 6, tribute if you may say. This is a drift guide, how to drift and drive like a true professional. So today you may notice a different setup. It's not full screen, it's like sort of smaller. This is because it's top right, you can see there's my keyboard. It's what I'm pressing. I press space, you see space. So that will help you in today's drift guide. So today I'm going to teach you how to drift like a pro, how to drive like a pro. So what you want to learn first is how to go left and right in a car. How to go left and right. So when you drive straight, okay, this may not be the ideal car for drifting, but what you're going to learn first is how to go left and right. You go straight, okay? Straight. Now I want you to drift right. A bit like that, yeah. So you go left and then you go right. Try to keep your line, do that again and again. As you can see on the top right, I'm just holding W, pressing A and D. Pressing space to lose control of the car, initiates the drift. See, after you've mastered this, it's time to get onto what I call a normal drift turn. So what you want to do, go into the intersection, press A, space, and then come out with D. You see that the more speed you have, the more control you have, but after a certain speed, you lose control. So if you see on the top right, as I'm driving, I lose a lot of speed going into the drift. You may have noticed that. So when you go into the drift, you want to lose speed. You can't go drift with a full speed car. See, as I tried drifting just then, when you go drifting with a full speed car, you sort of like lose control, you spin out, you rear wheel drive car, so yeah. As you can see, that was a good drift. So what you want to do is slow down. You hold a bit of the S, you press S, slow down, using a controller. Make sure you slow down, not too slow, but not too fast either. So after you've mastered the main drift, there's another drift I want to tell you about, this one. And you want to do a 270 as you call. So I'm going to go left here, but I'm going to go right to go left. Okay, maybe that wasn't very good. But you saw it earlier, you did see it earlier. That's a 270. Now the other one is the tail flick. So I'm standing here. If I want to go left here, but I don't want to go like on the left. I want to do like a little bit of a tail flick, you know, I'll go right here. So it's just like any other normal turn, except you turn extra and then you press space to lose control, then you turn back the other way. So what I'm going to do here is stop at the intersection and turn left. I hold W, I press A, I go a bit over the turn I'm trying to take, and then I press space and even it out with D. See that? That's how you like drive like a pro. Now that what you saw I did there is a classic U-turn with a drift. This is our next learning, U-turn drift. So it's pretty simple. You go straight, press space, hold your turning side, let go of space, and you've done a U-turn. I'm going to U-turn around this car. Okay, maybe it's not around the car here. So the next drift I'm going to teach you about is a very unique drift that I came up with myself. So what it is you go backwards. I'm going to show you first. I did not lose speed and I'm still going in the same direction. So what you want to do to complete this drift, it is quite difficult. But once you've got the hang of it, you can do it without looking at the keyboard. So as you can see, I'm holding S. I press D about 90 degrees until I'm turned. Then I press space A W really fast. As you saw there, that did work. Now, it doesn't quite work with forwards unless you're in a back wheel car. Yeah. But this will work, so I go the other way out. I hold A, D, W, space D, W. So it doesn't really matter what order, but space CW gives you the best. It has to be really fast. So now what I'm going to go on to is different type of style of driving. See, this is chunky car. It's much like more controlled when you're drifting. It's each car has like a different drift. If you go in a really fast supercar, like I said before, you lose control. You can't drift a fast supercar. This is a muscle car, one Franklin has. So it is fairly easy to drift. That's why I'm teaching you how to drift in it. So I'm gonna go to my other car. This is the classic drift based on the Porsche 911 in the real world. This car is a beauty. The Comet Retro Custom. I have to turn that music off. Last time I got demonetized because of that music. So now I'm in the car. What you can see is this car is very small. It loses control very easily. Because I have it upgraded, I won't be losing that control. But if I want to lose the control, I will lose the control. I'm going to do all the drifts I taught you earlier, but with this car. It's a classic left-right, as I taught you in the beginning of the video. It does look pretty cool at the start of a heist or something if you want to show off to your friends. So what was the next drift? I think it was a classic like left to right turn. So I go straight, go left here. It is a much looser car, so less speed is needed. But if you have more speed, it also keeps it in control. That's why it's a really good drifting car. But yeah, spin-offs like that can indeed happen. So as you saw just then, the reason why you learn the left-right drift first is because when you finish drift, you need to balance it out. See, I go this drift, I did not balance it out, so I lost control. I'm going to try go right here and lose control and then balance it out. So I go right, no, cancel that, I'm going to go down here, I go left here. So I go right and I go, yeah, so it's basically when you go right and then you pull so much left that you go left, you need to learn to balance that out. So the third drift we did was a U-turn. It's fairly easy. Fourth drift, the backwards, it's very easy in this car. I barely need to press A. It's pretty much a fast A space D, what you do. Okay, maybe it's not. You do need to hold A for a while. Yeah, turn here, go backwards on this road. But it is noticeably faster than the other one. Go and D space A here. That's very well. So yeah, that's my drifting. Now, on to driving. Driving in this game, it's very difficult. What you typically do is drive really fast, you go full speed, like this, and then you go like, crash into a few poles, then you see a car and you go boom. But boom, nothing happens. See another car, okay, avoided that. You've learned drifting, so you know how to take this turn. You do take the turn well, but then you go into incoming traffic and they spawn instantly. Now you're in an intersection. Luckily there's no car going across here because it's my green line. But the trees are indestructible. So you want to go left here, but no, that car has to be there. So how to avoid all this? What you want to be doing is driving not in this lane, not in this lane, but in this lane. So you want to drive here or here. GTA is programmed so that if you drive here, you're going to get a car crash at almost every intersection. Also here works fine, and if you're on the daring side, here is also pretty good. So now you've learned how to drive. You drive along this lane, you'll also go to the curb side. You never drive in the middle. That is a never. So now long distance driving. So if you want to go halfway across the city, about here, you take the GPS route. Do you? No, you do not take the GPS route. That's going to give you the shortest legal possible route. But you see there, that is a right turn, that is a left turn, right turn, left turn. that that is not a very stable street. What you want to take here is this route. Go straight here, one right turn, straight here, and you're there. Cross country, you want to go here. Oh, that is a pretty direct route. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that one. Okay, so you want to go here. What you want to do, you drive up here, you take a left here, past the prison. The prison's right here. You go up here, straight here. You want to look for these shortcuts, not the legal route. So you want to go up here. It's going to see that windy route. I'll put up here. See, it's going to tell you that long windy route. What you can do is go up here, probably a hill. Any car can go up that hill. You just go straight up here. See this? You do not want to be here. You go straight here, up here, onto the freeway. Like your partner's all the way down here because he's not on the freeway. You're up here, he's down here. You get there, he's probably still around here. You beat him. Easy. So now, onto the last part of this video. What do you want to do at the start of heist and what car do you want to use? So the car you generally want to use is tended to the mission. If it's a shooting mission, you will obviously get your Insurgent Pickup Custom or your Kuruma. You see, those type of armored vehicles are good for many heists. But if it's one of those heists where you get in your car, drive halfway across the map, get in another car, and then go to the location, like a setup, I remember. You get in your car at your apartment, drive all the way up here, get in a car around here, and then you go over here. The sneaky mission, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. You want like a deluxe for that, but you cannot get a deluxe because it's a heist. So what do you get? So what you get is Vigilante. Vigilante is the best car in the game. It's the only car with weapons that has a boost, or not. The only car with weapons and a boost that's allowed to be used in a heist. So yeah, that is a very useful car. I hope you've learned a lot from this video. Now the next 5 minutes is going to be me just driving around, demonstrating some techniques. Feel free to look at the keyboard on the side, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you. Yes, I cannot see anything, just confused. Please don't mind the road. I'm actually looking at the mini-map more than the actual road to see where I'm going. Oh, true. Go left here. And, okay, go left and then turn right back around. Now what I'm trying to do is get a good thumbnail for the video.